Krunchy. Stays crunchy. And milk.
I think Aaron Judge being named AL MVP is some bullshit. I think it's dope that Stephen Vogt got Manager of the Year another go rounds, especially after managing us into the playoffs in the very end of the season on some crazy shit, on some historical shit. And so I can understand that and can put some respect on it. Both things can be true.
Who did you want? Cal Riley or whatever?
Yeah, my man from Seattle. And of course, perfectly. Shohei Ohtani is it will be spoken of in like Babe Ruth is now. So yeah, him being MVP unanimous is probably the smartest play any of those sports writers did. So it's just goofy. I don't even love baseball like that, but I do love baseball like that kind of sort of, you feel me? I think I appreciate baseball for its historical bit. And that's exactly what it is because I'm a history guy and I'm a history, I was a history major. So I am always into that kind of thing. And it's like, I love watching history be made in a sport that, I don't know, has been around for as long as it has. I don't know, football probably has its own little things like that, but baseball reaches way back, So I just dig the notion of it and the idea of it. And also, I just don't think the Yankees were that good this year for how much money they have spent. I don't think the Yankees have been good in a very long time for how much money they spend. And that's also kind of dope because that means, I'm not saying baseball has parity because it simply doesn't. Because the bread gets spent from some and it don't get spent by others. But I don't know, man. That cheesed me off. I just went to go check to see who was playing Thursday Night Football so we can laugh at it again, and it is a laugher. But wildly enough, the Jets were at last check were ahead, which is also making me go, "What the fuck?"
It's tied right now.
All right, there you go.
I don't know who did what, but I just saw the score on my phone is 7-7.
That game should go the way it should go, so I ain't tripping off of it. So.
Yeah, I'll switch to it once the Cavs game's over.
Yeah.
Assuming the Cavs just don't. Keep breaking my heart over here.
When I first looked down at the score, we were up by, I don't know, it felt like double digits. And then it has not been good since. And I was like, I'm just going to stop. In fact, here, I'm going to make sure I close the score on my phone, I have nothing to do with this anymore. Oh, man. When I see what it says we're live on Twitch, but I don't see it saying we're live on YouTube. So let me double check, make sure we're up on you. We are. We're good to go. We're on YouTube as well. I have to double check that, people. Make sure things are working like they're working. Anyway, that's just me being grumpy. Not grumpy at all, actually. That's just me yipping and yapping about it's my general hatred of the Yankees as an organization. A clique and a team, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I don't move with them, and I never have. I would rather root for the Mets. And that's just because they pay Bob Bonilla still. And I respect that for them. You know what I'm saying? That's an organization, again, who has the bread. If they want to, they can probably just take care of that bill in one go. But it's like, nah, Bob Bonilla every day until 2030 or whatever it is. I'm going to send you a millie. And Bob Bonilla is like, thank you. Like, I will gladly take this bread. So, again, baseball has such an interesting little, history to it. I put myself in Nick Jew had gave me a heads up, so I put myself in the lottery for Savannah Banana tickets for when they come in next year, and I hope I win some tickets to that. So I think that'd be fun to see the essentially the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, Mm-hmm. So that'd be a good time. I don't know, man. Sport. What's been going on with you, man? Not don't give me the whole show, but I mean,
I don't know. I can't even believe it's been a week since we did this already.
Is this a movie review podcast? Did you watch Predator Badlands?
I wanted to, but I have not yet.
It's not a movie review podcast. We talk about what we watch toward the end of the show, so we kind of do review it, but it's way at the other end of the show. So if you want to hang around and hear us talk about other things, we do a lot of stuff. It's Ohio based and so forth and so on. Thanks for getting into Twitch. Eventually, we will talk about what we have watched this week and read and listened to and so forth. It's whole
like I said, that movie is on my list to see. Like, I kind of thought about going to see it last weekend, but then I just ended up I had some other stuff I ended up doing, so I didn't make it out of the house to go see it. But I definitely want to. I hear it's really good, like when you see it in like the fancy theaters and everything.
Okay, is that Elle or Dakota Fanning? One of them Fannings in that?
Oh, I have no idea who's in it. I just know there's predators in it.
Man, Predator came back with a strong arm over these last like 2.5, 3 years, right? It's like Prey, which is it takes place back in the day amongst the Native Americans, so that's one. And then they have like I think there's like two animated ones on Hulu. And
I think it's definitely like that, like the Alien franchise. Like, they've got some staying power. Like, I don't think that they're always at the forefront of people's minds. Yeah, but they definitely got longevity to them.
I dig it, man. I want to watch that Predator. No, Alien Earth, because it seemed like I don't know. It's just like a cool show, and I just hadn't gotten around to it yet.
Me and Aiden watched the first episode of it, and the first episode is like damn near movie length. It's like an hour and 5 minutes or something.
Oh shit. Well, I'm going to make it a point to get in there, and of course, I do bang with Predator. I just got to get caught up on. It's a lot of Predator to be had right now, so it's a good heaping helping of it. But we'll move with it, man, as we float through it. There you go. We've started the show. I'm going to rap to you, and then we're going to do some other show. Okay, we're rolling. Box said he's sleepy, and I don't want to have to be up too late. Okay,
I appreciate that out of you.
I got you. Yo, birds of the same feather flock together, congested on a majestic yo. My feathers and flames are one skin. Hollow be thy name. In the beginning there was no sin. We in the ninth in it, and I'm God body trying to win, flying against the wind. But now my shell is weightless and fireproof. But the truth is, I'm proof of living fire. I'm not made of organics, not even wires. Just felt my body light up and heard the choir. See to the common fowl, the phoenix is sire, the most high of all things to ever have wings. Existence is struggle. Resistance is futile. Meanwhile, we now possess the power of 10 suns to transcend and elevate into one. Famine, the disease, and senseless dying is done. Pigeon bird got a breath left, heartbeat no more. Phoenix bird morph and we live off the G-force. Scream Phoenix. Hey, welcome to it. It's episode 589. And if we could, you would be all granted asylum. Stays Crunchy Milk. I didn't say that part, which is strange that I jumped over that barrel. But, if you don't see all the, accoutrement around us on this video version of the show, come on, what are we doing here? I'm your host, Entertainment 713. That is the other host, the Right Reverend Lunchbox 2099.
What would the Predator be like?
No. What's the Predator do? It is a very specific little growl. Oh, I wish I could do it.
Yeah, I think mine sounded too much like a Wookiee.
We did take very Wookiee. I can't do the Predator one, but yeah, man, the Predator been around since, like 30, 40 years, right? Since Schwarzenegger's first one. That was like 90 something, right? 80 something.
Yeah, I think the Predator movie came out around the time I did.
Predator. Give me the first one. Predator 87.
Okay, so yeah, I've got 2 years on the Predator.
Respect it. So the Predator been out here praying on mugs for a bit here. So we outside, y'all. Regular show. I got a news story. I got some M&As. I actually had some tea time, and I only found it in my phone. I was looking at my phone for something else, and I was like, I was supposed to talk about this on the show forever ago. So it's gonna be a little old tea time. But there's some other stuff going on in there because I got to talk about some Monopoly stuff and some other stuff. Worry not, I got a whole little sampling of some stuff for you. But we get down with the get down, we move, and I'm gonna hit you with this news right now, and that is from the Ohio Capital Journal. Marty Slayton on the byline. Ohio food pantries see record demand in food crisis. Many food pantries in Ohio are seeing record demand as President Donald Trump has resisted court orders to provide food aid to 42 million Americans. The outlines of an agreement to end the longest government shutdown in history emerged Sunday night, but it is unclear how quickly the administration will work to distribute food benefits or in what amounts. A federal judge ruled that despite the shutdown, Trump must disperse funds that are available for the purpose, but so far he's refused. Because, what's the fucking point of the fucking branches of government if you can just say, nah? The matter is before the appellate court, and the Department of Agriculture on Saturday ordered some states to undo their work to disperse food funds on their own. On Monday afternoon, the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services issued guidance saying that full benefits are unlikely to be provided this month. Under the revised federal calculations, nearly all recipients will receive less than 65% of their normal benefit, it said. Some recipients, particularly those whose earnings place the household near the cutoff for eligibility, may receive no benefits this week under the revised calculation. An official notice explaining each household's specific benefit change will be issued. After the federal government shutdown ends, additional federal guidance will be needed to determine how to handle the difference between what would ordinarily be issued for the month and what is being issued this week. Last week, as 1.4 million Ohioans lost their food benefits, record numbers flocked to the state's food pantries. We had our biggest day ever in the history last Wednesday. 285 families in a 3-hour period. Roy Clark, executive director of the EMAP Food Pantry, a mile east of the Ohio State campus in Columbus, said on Monday. About 10 yards away, a constant stream of people made their way through this season's first snow seeking help. We're shoving a lot of food out the door. It's maintaining close to that every day, even on a day like this. A few miles to the south, officials at the pantry at the Broad Street Presbyterian Church were also dealing with unprecedented demand. Where they served an average 35 families a day during the pandemic, they were serving nearly 60 in July as Trump's Big Beautiful Bill Act slashed $186 billion over 10 years from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. The same law slashes nearly $1 trillion from Medicaid, the federal health program for the poor, while delivering a similar amount of tax cuts to the richest 1% of Americans. As of last week, the Broad Street Pantry was serving more than 90 families a day, said Amy Miracle, a pastor at the church. Amy Miracle, and you're a pastor. Right on. That's nearly 3 times the number it was serving during the pandemic. The reason the number has gone up in the past 10 days is because of the pause in SNAP benefits, Miracle said. I, like everyone else in this country, have no idea when benefits will resume. We just know it's having a real and immediate impact on families here in Central Ohio. There's more to that, but I think you get it. And that is people are hungry. And what we've claimed to be the greatest nation on this earth, leaving families, babies, starving is wild. And it really sucks that that's the course this nation is taking. That's the direction this country is taking. But the rich do get richer and the poor stay hungry. So we'll just leave it at that, people. If you can, take care of your folk, man. Just look out for your neighbors because they might need something. All right. All right. I'm going to leave that be. Box, do you have a follow-up from last week?
You want this to be my official?
Oh yeah. Well, look. It is your segment of the show. I'm going to give this show to you and right now, and you will do with it what you will. I was just asking if you had a follow-up. If you don't want that to be on the show, cool.
No, I can. I just didn't know if you were going to hit the video. I didn't want to start talking.
Oh, no. This is all yours, sir. It's time for Dan to take over the show, y'all. And his segment is called Storytime with Lunchbox because he shares with us tales of whatever. And it's kind of dope. And I always have a good time with it. And so much so that, look, he has his own intro.
I hope it's like the Wonder Years where like you got me like playing in the front yard by a white picket fence, and then like me looking lovingly into like my crush's eyes as I kiss for the first time, and then all of a sudden I'm getting on a boat to war. And then,
I thought it would involve books in some way, story time, but damn.
Yeah, I mean I guess reading Rainbow works too. Hits you every time, doesn't it?
It's a good time every time, man. I got to tell you, I'm very proud of the work we do on this show, and that's one of the ones I'm like, hell yeah.
And so my mom and my stepdad were scheduled to come scoop me up at 9 a.m. on this past Saturday.
Yeah.
To go to Golden Corral for breakfast, which I didn't even know existed until this past week.
We discussed
the breakfast. I knew Golden Corral existed.
Yeah. We discussed it last week. If you a show you have not listened to yet because it's not up yet. Sorry, y'all. It's a lot of work going on. It goes on for the stuff they got there. The video just finished processing it. It will go up after you get done here, but still. Golden Corral breakfast. The notion of Golden Corral having breakfast seems pretty fucking fire. Because I know what Golden Corral do on the night shift. That's all I'm saying.
Well, so here's what I can tell you from my experience. They did in fact have a breakfast bar out, but they also had like the majority of their normal shit out. So like you can make like in the morning. Like, you can make like chicken and waffles if you wanted.
Oh, and like you know, ham and eggs or something, right?
Yeah, like it was. There was like options to be had. I'm on GLP injections, so I can't go ham like I used to because I just don't have the stomach for it anymore. But I did like get an initial plate with like some French toast, some bacon, and some scrambled eggs, and then I managed to go back and get like I took 2 biscuits with some gravy, and that was it. Like old me would have smashed, but like new me definitely kind of like kept it more timid.
What's the quality of their biscuit?
The biscuits were fine actually. Like I was surprised. The scrambled eggs were a little too runny for my liking.
Oh,
yeah, like they had some liquidity to them. And I think they needed to be like cooked a little longer. So I literally ate those thinking that, like if I got sick, that would be the culprit.
Gotta fry them things hard, baby.
Yeah, they left them a little too runny.
And then it goes the other way and they become rubbery. So it's like you gotta find your happy middle.
Yeah.
No breakfast sweets.
I just had my shot 2 days prior. Like I needed a couple more days for it to like wear down a little bit if I was gonna like go like, but like they definitely had the dessert bar out. Like I saw like some pies and shit over there, and I didn't go over there. There's another way to avoid temptation
for sure.
I walked past their salad bar because like I got a unsweetened tea as my drink, but like they only like fill that up at the cash register for some fucking reason. But if you wanted like water or coffee, the bus people going around would bring that to you. I guess they call them, I guess it's a server, but they really just bust the table and bring you a drink. And or if you wanted, they have like a juice dispenser over like past the salad bar on the other side of the building. So like I didn't get a refill on my tea, but I ended up going and getting like a cup of juice.
Okay.
It was fine. Nothing to write home about. It was just Minute Maid type stuff out of a dispenser.
On a scale of our scale 1 to 5, how would you where would you put Golden Corral's breakfast buffet?
I mean, I'd give it like a 3.5. Like it wasn't amazing. Like, but like, so for me and both of them to eat along with the drinks, I think the total came to like $42 ish.
Yeah.
But now granted, they both took advantage of an inaccurate over 60 discount because the cashier didn't do any fact checking. She just took them at their word. Granted, they're pretty close. So if you factor in rounding, it was good enough. So I don't know what the true price of each person was. I just know the total bill for 3 people was like $42 ish. I'm not the one who paid, so it's not like I have a receipt to check against that. But I know it was in that ballpark right there. So I would say that's not the best, but it's also not the worst.
Okay.
And the food being what it was, like I'll tell you, like my stepdad got his money's worth. That motherfucker ate like 7 plates. Like I don't know how he was doing it. He just kept going back. And
what, sir, where are you putting this?
I mean, I know where he's putting it. I could see his stomach.
Oh,
but I was like, man, like I just don't know how. Like at some point, you gotta like feel full, right? but he's definitely getting his money's worth out of it. So, but
point of this meetup. I said the point of this meetup.
Yeah. So part of it was I hadn't seen my mom since like May, and they kind of wanted to give me like a birthday gift because they hadn't seen me, and my birthday was almost 2 months ago.
Okay.
And so they brought over like a couple like gifts, and they gave me like a card, and then the topic at hand at breakfast, which I thought like was going to be like more of a conversation, but it ended up being more of like a recap of what she had already told me like earlier in the week. But then she sent me screenshots from her phone of their conversation.
Okay.
So a couple of things that like I misunderstood was I thought when she said that like she had pictures of my grandmother, she meant like family photos, but what she had was like yearbook.com type of picture. Because I guess like I don't remember if it was 23andMe or Ancestry.com, whichever site they used to find each other or whatever, or what sparked all this.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently uses people's like yearbook photos and shit as like their profile pictures.
How do you get like somebody's yearbook?
Public record, I suppose. So like my grandmother's like one of her high school yearbook photos or whatever is like her profile picture on like the family tree function of the website, I guess. And I heard that like my mom's is on there too and stuff. So like I probably have one on there somewhere. I guess just public record allows people to do this kind of shit. So
where would people be posting a yearbook at?
I mean, back when I was graduating high school, they made us sign up for yearbook.com. Like it was like they made us do it.
Yeah, we definitely didn't do that. And I'm 10 years ahead of you. So,
well, I mean, did you have the internet yet?
Yeah. Well, no, like quite literally, it was just like the beginning of the internet. You are correct. So, not basically to my that first year of college is when I basically got the internet. So you're right. And even then, it was a lot of DOS looking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like more like that than graphics.
I mean, those were like my early like computer labs at school. Like was the black and green Mac computers and shit with the floppy disks.
Yeah.
But so I guess like a lot of it was kind of what she already told me on the phone. That the girl reached out and just was trying to like figure out who her family, like more about her family or whatever, trying to see like who was who. And apparently like the father, I guess if this is all to be accurate, would be my uncle. He passed away at 31 back in like 2004.
Yeah.
Apparently his organs shut down from excessive drug use.
Yeah. You had to do it.
And he had 2 daughters, one of which is the one who's been talking to my mom.
Yeah.
And the other daughter died back in like 2019 or so from fentanyl.
Jesus Christ. So also drugs.
Yeah, so also drugs. So the woman who's been talking to my mom is I guess the lone survivor at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if her and my mom have talked like since then. I haven't gotten like an update or anything. And my mom probably doesn't think to give me an update because at the end of all this, she was like, "Oh, so what do you think about all this?" And I was like, "I'll be honest. I'm like, I don't really care." I'm 40. Cool. I may have a new cousin. Like, what am I going to do with this? I'm like, I mean, like if it comes down to where this is all accurate and she wants to talk to me, I'll talk to her. But like, it's not like I'm about to like go down to Southern Ohio and like start meeting other people. Like, I'm good. But my mom was like asking if things progress with her talking to this girl, and I don't know how she intends to like maybe fact check anything or if she's just gonna ride this out. Because I'll be honest, like, I think my mom was excited at the thought of like having a brother.
Yeah.
And so she's probably, because like I had said last week, her dad, like my grandfather, split up with her and my grandmother. Him and my grandmother broke up, and then he went off and had another family and basically disowned our family.
Yeah.
So she never met any of the siblings she could have had from his next marriage to whoever it was. She tried to reach out on Facebook, but she basically got rebuked. So she's kind of like, I could tell, like kind of lonely on the familiar, path in her life.
Yeah.
And I think like she's just excited at the prospect of maybe having more people out there that she's connected to.
Yeah.
Whereas like I've got people all over the fucking place because my parents bred like rabbits. So so I've got branches all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
and then like my grandparents bred a ton. So it's like I've got aunts and uncles who had, daughters and sons and shit. And I also like, I'm a homebody that like, I don't do a lot of shit with people all the time. So I don't know. It's not like I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to drive down to Dayton now so I can meet this stranger. But like I said, my mom asked me if like things like go okay with this person and they keep talking and they end up wanting to meet up or whatever. She was asking me if like in the springtime, would I be willing to like basically drive her down to Columbus? So, because I guess like they kind of figured based on where she lives to where my mom lives, or we are, I guess, like, I don't live with my mom, but it's kind of, Columbus is kind of the midway point based on it's what they determined. Well, like, I mean, it kind of is because like she lives somewhere like near the Dayton area, which is north of Cincinnati.
Is Dayton 2 hours from from Columbus?
I mean,
yeah,
well, because Cincinnati's like an hour and 40 minutes away from Columbus.
Man, Columbus is so perfectly squared for the major cities that spoke out from it. That's crazy.
Yeah, because like you got to think like from my house to Cincinnati is somewhere between 3.5 hours and 4 hours, depending on traffic and speed.
Okay.
From my house to Columbus is like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So like it's somewhere between that time and 2 hours from Columbus to Cincinnati. So it is kind of the midway point. Like now, granted, I've never been to Dayton. So
really?
Yeah, why the fuck would I had to have gone to Dayton?
I went to Dayton for a Pokemon event. Called a Mewtwo there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went to Dayton.
You went to Dayton to play Pokemon Go?
So when Vanessa's
and I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm curious because I've driven to Columbus to play Pokemon Go.
Vanessa's best friend was once upon a time stationed in Dayton, and it turned but because we had been there.
Oh, was this back when you had to get the invites on the Pokestops?
Okay. Yeah, we ended up getting an invite to Pokestops. So I just ended up surprising Vanessa one day and was like, and Chuck, where are we going? I got, don't worry about it. And I just keep on riding down the road until we get the date. And she's like, and I was like, yeah, we're going to catch this Mewtwo. And then her friend came through and we all caught Mewtwo together. It's great. I had to catch Vanessa's for her because every ball she goes, it wasn't working. She's like, can you just do it for me? And I was like, all right. And I did. And I felt good about that.
Well, up until this point, I've had no reason to go to Dayton in my whole life.
Fair enough.
Granted, there is a reason coming in spring of next year because that's when that Buc-ee's open.
Buses.
Yeah, boosties. But to this point, I've had no reason to go to Dayton. I just kind of know where it's at on the map.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm like, that's fine. So we'll see where that goes sometime in the springtime. But that's about it. Like, it wasn't as in depth as I thought it would end up being based on the way she was talking to me on the phone, almost being like, oh, I'll tell you more later. But then, like, she just kind of regurgitated the same information with slightly more detail and then a request.
I, too, am disappointed because I was very excited. I thought this was going places. Also, I thought the other sister was alive. So that kind of hurt.
that was a twist. I didn't know that one either. Yeah,
that throws me for a bit of a loop. So that makes me sad.
It just goes to show you, man. Fentanyl be getting everybody.
Yeah, man.
That's why Fetty Wap's in prison. Can't be fucking around with people's lives.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, okay. What else popped this week, man? Anything worth sharing with the listener? Or you don't have to if you don't are not in the place for it. So,
I bought a safe.
Yeah, it was on the list. So
yeah, so I ended up pulling the trigger. It's big too. I can't really turn the camera.
It's okay.
Like I'll send you a picture, but it's
Yeah.
like over here. Like the movie posters that are on my wall when you come down to my basement.
Mhm.
Like it's sitting on the wall over there right now. I don't know where the final resting place for it's gonna be.
that. I'm like, that don't seem like where you gonna put that at.
Yeah, I don't have a good spot to put it right now because the people that live in my house have filled my laundry room up with all their shit. So it's like my laundry room is stacked from floor to ceiling with all their stuff. So I don't really have a good storage space in there right now.
I was gonna say, is the mini fridge still in the? Is it next to the screen or is it back in the corner?
It's next to the screen.
So what's that in that back corner? Maybe.
There's gym equipment over there and stuff, so that's why that thing got moved to begin with.
Yeah.
So I might end up just having to rearrange like my collection shelving and put it next to like my work setup here or something.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like I want to bolt it to the ground, even though I probably don't need to. Because the thing itself weighs 217 pounds. Like it would take a very dedicated thief to come in my house and like carry that thing out of here. They would need a crew, and like I'm not crew worthy of being robbed. So,
it's probably time to get some like camera setup. I'm not saying necessarily Ring because I don't really agree with their purposes no more, but I'm saying it's probably time to get some cameras just where they need to be around your house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know, but still, for safety's sake at this point, it's like it might be time just to set that up. So
I'm not opposed to cameras on my house.
Yeah,
I've also been considering getting a gun.
I have no
especially
real
now that I have a safe that I could put it in. I would, as long as like I would feel okay with having like a handgun in there. Which actually, I was talking to my dad about something the other day that was gun related.
Yeah,
and he had talked about how he hadn't shot a gun in a while, and I was like, I haven't shot a gun in like 20 years.
Yeah.
So I have like a 4-day weekend coming up in the early part of December.
Yeah.
So me and my dad have tentatively scheduled a shooting range outing together. So I'll go shoot a gun with my father for the first time.
Fun. I'm weird. I am. I'm not weird. It's not weird. It's okay for me not to be pro gun. The reason that I want guns about is because guns are they're dangerous for their own reasons, but also they're dangerous to people because people are people, and sometimes people are just like, I'm super angry, I got a gun. I'm super depressed, I got a gun, and so forth and so on. So
that second reason is the reason why I haven't really had one in the house to this point. Like I've never really been like a gun guy. I'm not wanting like a gun collection or nothing. And like, don't get me wrong, the thought of having a gun in my safe doesn't make me feel like if I'm asleep at night and someone breaks in, my bed's upstairs.
Yeah,
the safe is gonna be in the basement. There's no way that I'm gonna be like Zach Morris, time out, freeze everything, and come down here and get the thing out, and then go back up and be like, all right, now continue.
Yeah,
like the gun would just kind of be here to have, I suppose, but. Like, I'll be honest, like there's some fragile people that live in my house mentally, and like I would not have trusted a gun just like in my bedroom closet because I feel like there may have been some low points, and I don't feel like having like that on my residential record.
On your conscience or in your crib.
My conscience would be clear. I'll be honest, because I've had this discussion lately, and I'm of the mind that like if it happened. Not my fault.
Well, assuredly, and I'm almost always of the mindset. Almost always, I know there are certain circumstances there's not that is an illness. It's a mental illness, and it's therefore it is not even their fault. You know what I'm saying? If they can't push past that or through that via therapy and medicine. And so even then, I'm not even blaming them. I'm not even salty at them or anything like that. There, it'd be some people who say, "I ain't going to jail," and then they'll
feel like, like you can only do what you can do to a point.
Yeah,
like you can't force someone to be something or feel the way that you want them to feel, and you can't give your all to somebody else's light.
Yeah,
because then you're just you're dimming your own self.
That's what's up. So that's the only reason I'm whatever about gun ownership. Okay, so I'll use me as an example. Once upon a time, I had it's like a pellet gun, so it's just CO2 cartridges, and these little motherfuckers around the way had paintball guns, and I just got this fresh little Nike outfit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a white polo with a yellow Nike swoosh, and had the yellow Nike shorts that matched it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was black with a yellow Nike logo on it. So like I was dipped, baby. I was fresh. I'm sitting on the porch, and we just kicking and bullshit. And these little giant turkeys come through with their little paintball guns, and they shot around me, and they splashed some of this paintball on my fresh new outfit. And my first move was, okay, I'll be right back. And I go and get that pellet gun, and I'm about to light these motherfuckers up. And they're like, no, man, that's a pellet gun. You can't do that. It's like, I'm not going to kill you. But I probably would hurt. But I guess, I don't know, man. It was just, but my first instinct, me, at that point in my life, I was a teen, maybe late teens, early 20s, was to go get that piece and come back with that motherfucker. And I'm like, that's the mindset I'd have. It'd be that. Somebody do something stupid, I'm going, okay, I'll be right back. And I just and I know that's in me already. And so that's another reason I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I would not like you. I would like to be able to shoot guns, maybe go to a range or whatever, go out in the forest and lick shots or whatever. I think that'd be a good time. Just to know how to do it, and know how to aim and all that good stuff. But that's about the stretch of it for me. But I hear you, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with I get it. It's whatever. Also, people become gun people all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It goes from, I just bought this for protection to I now own a Chinese AK-47. I knew a guy like that. It was like, what is happening here, man? How did it go from I just wanted a handgun for protection to now I have a small arsenal? And it's just, yeah, guns, man.
Yeah, that's one of the things I have to look forward to eventually in an inheritance is a small militia.
I mean, you got a bunch of siblings. I guess you do have to take. Well, yeah, that's true.
I think 2 of them can't have guns. So.
Yeah, I was of the mindset. It's like, well, wait a minute. Well, hey, what is one to do?
Yeah.
And I don't even know how guns are transferred or sold or stuff. I mean, I know people sell guns. You'd be hearing about straw buys and all this other bad things when it comes to gun sales. But what if you like you said you inherited a cache of weapons? You're like, not for me, and I'd like to legally sell these. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
I need one of those gun buyback programs to be going on.
It's like, I would bring you some stuff here.
Collected these. What can I get for this Glock?
Oh my god!
And this 22 rifle.
See, then I'm just like, maybe don't, because what if somebody caught a body on that thing? You're like, oh no, I don't even want to know. About a week ago.
Man, remember that was the hot song back on like Vine.
No, you know what though? But me and Vine did not have that rapport. I would see stuff from Vine probably well after the fact. Probably, I don't know, maybe YouTube. I guess they kind of was like
they do compilations on YouTube. But,
yeah.
There was some fire on Vine back in the day. A lot of it got repetitive, and then it got overwhelmed with like the same people that were like the Vine kids, and they would all link up and do videos together, and became oversaturated with that. But like it had its moment in the sun where it was a good time. I
just saw a post probably on Instagram that said Vine is coming back. What does that mean? I don't even know what that involves.
Technically was owned by Twitter, so I imagine it got acquired by Elon Musk in the acquisition. But I remember like a couple of years ago they had said that, like, I think Elon had even put up a tweet. It was like, should we bring back Vine? And like to what end? Like you're not going to compete with TikTok now.
Yeah, that old pandering fucker. It's the worst. There you go. If Vine comes back and it's fun, you won't see me on it because I don't know what to do with 6 seconds. That was Vine, 6 seconds, right?
I think it was either 6 or 8.
Yeah, it was very brief, which is thoroughly impressive because that means it was all just punchlines.
And that's why like some of the stuff that really stood out, like even to this day, like I quote like in Dexter, there was the Jack Black, the detective that was suspicious of Dexter in the beginning, and there's like the one little cut scene where he walks up on him, like when he like catches him, he's like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" And then there was this one guy who did like he did a couple of different versions, but like he would do little mini compilations where he was like dressed up, and he'd walk in and be like, "Some fries, motherfucker! Some pies, motherfucker! Some flies, motherfucker!"
Again, you see, that's solid, right to the bit jokes. I don't know. I dig it, man. I get down with the get down on that. So if you know, you know. You get your Vine on, man. There you go. Well, thank you for sharing the update. You were saying it is not the updateiest of updates, but it was what you had. So there you go.
Yeah, I gave you what I had.
Yeah, you got a cousin, and we hope she's cool.
She's a Steelers fan, and she dressed her baby up in Steelers gear, so I've already disowned her before I even met her.
Just gross.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a choice. Yeah, you could be a Bengals fan. I guess Dayton's far enough that way. You could probably be a Colts fan.
Apparently, the conversation went deep enough for my mother to learn that the potential brother was a Indian/Cavs fan. I imagine the Browns were in there too, but he was definitely a Cleveland sports fan. Oh, I guess like I did leave out the fact that like they had moved to Alabama at some point, so there may be some ism in there. I don't know.
Damn. Did he die in Ohio? I guess is the question. Or did he die in Alabama?
I think Ohio, but I don't remember if we even talked about that.
Like I'm like, does he have a grade?
I think it was Ohio because I think my mom said that they moved back at some point, so I think it was Ohio.
Yeah.
Which would make sense if they lived in the Cincinnati-Dayton area that like they died of drug overdoses and whatnot.
Damn. I wish I could tell you wrong. You know,
man, that's not a joke. I'm just saying. I know those are high drug use areas. Like I'm not over here trying to like piss on someone's grave. I'm just saying like logistically speaking, in Ohio, those are high drug use areas. So like if that's where they lived and like they were involved in that kind of thing, it would make sense that like that's the area that they could happen in.
Hey, that it'll be. Fair enough, people. That was your story time for Lunchbox. Now you slide over to me. And I got some video too. It's going down over here. I just gotta find it, which one it is. I think it's this one. If I'm wrong, you just enjoy the video, okay? I'll stop it. Don't worry. I like to point out that brother in that video pouring the tea out the thermos looked lightweight like Ryan Clark, just in the face. Next time you see that video, you check it out, okay? Tea time. I'm gonna go through a couple.
What did he pivot from?
Jesus Christ! No, my God! I'm gonna hit you with a few things, and we're gonna keep it motherfucking moving. One happened a few weeks back. Accidental racism, or unintentional racism. Let's go. I go to it's Halloween. I know exactly when it was. And Qdoba was having a buy one, get one. And so Vanessa's like, will you go give me your Qdoba? And I'm like, yes. And I slide out to Qdoba, and there's one in North Olmsted now. So I slide over to that one. And I go in there, and I don't see my food on the shelf because it's been ordered already, And so I go hop in line and just go, wait and see if they are in the process of making it, or has it, or is it being put somewhere else, or maybe it hasn't been taken. And in front of me, in line, this black man, this white woman, and behind the counter, is this white woman who says to this black man and or to the white lady, I can't not recall, I don't know who this was directed at. Oh, you like some cream in your coffee? And I'm like, oh. And she goes, I do too. This is mine. points to a child behind the counter, apparently a mixed race child, explaining that that's how she moves. She likes coffee in her cream or cream in her coffee, as you will. And I'm sitting, I'm like, that's uncomfortable in a weird way. Why would you say that to a person like that's cool? And of course, the guy just like, kind of chuckles it off and so forth and so on. And she keeps going on about, yeah, this is my baby and they work here and so forth and so on. And I'm like, what is happening? Why are you doing this? And then she like, oh, so are y'all gonna make some cute babies? And I'm just like, oh, you gotta stop. This must, you gotta chill. And I know this woman in her mind is thinking, I like black folk. I like black folk so much I fuck black folk and make mixed babies. Aren't I nice? Aren't I great? And I'm just like, you could be, but then when you go out and make it a stink about it, it becomes one of those situations where it's like, I felt uncomfortable. And I walk out of Qdoba and I see the couple come out and I almost stopped myself. It was like, that was weird, right? But I stopped myself and I didn't involve myself in that. Because what if they were fine with it? I don't know if they were. Motherfuckers just want to get their food and leave sometimes. And so that's what it is. But I'm telling you right now, I immediately walked out that door and I'm going to pull it up on my phone right here. And I was like, oh, I got to talk about this on the show. And I immediately typed up what happened and how it happened. And then I get the survey from Qdoba. I wasn't even thinking about it. Now if I read this to you exactly, there's some curse words in there, a little, colorful language. But because I'd written it up already, I was like, oh, hold on. And so I rewrite it professionally. I know how to write.
Wait, you're putting the swirl conversation on the back of Qdoba?
When they hit me up, it was like, hey, how was your visit? And I was like, here's why my visit wasn't hot.
Like, unless that woman was a plant, they had nothing to do with that.
No. It's more, don't be grabbing your employee at this point. I don't care if it is your kid and pulling them up to say, look at this mixed race person.
Okay, that's fair. You're looking out for the staff. Like that I can get behind.
Yeah, and so forth. I'm like, yo, that child clearly, Box so clearly was mortified by this woman's behavior. And I was like, yeah, I'm embarrassed for you and with you. This is embarrassing. And it's just like, also, black folk, you hear me. So I'm not dissing. This is clearly a black child raised by a white mama who don't know how to do her hair. And that also bothered the shit out of me. I was like, this poor child, this poor baby's head all fucked up because their mama can't do their hair or take them somewhere to get their hair did right. It's upsetting. It's very much. So I did drop that in my little survey. It was like, get your girl. Because I get it. Cool. You like black people. Sure thing, champ. So do I. But in my job situation, that would never. And in your job situation, it needs to never happen again. And I hope she gets to talk to it in a bit of a correction. Like, hey man, I get it. You'll see multiracial couples from time to time. Maybe just ask them what they want on their fucking tacos and be done there. Because nothing else is gonna happen. You ain't gonna get a raise. It's not that kind of restaurant. Or a tip or whatever. It's not that kind of vibe. Be cool. That shit was weird. Made me uncomfortable. Uncomfortable as fuck, man. It's really bothersome to me. But yeah, that's how it goes down sometimes. That was one part of, I'm saying, some tea time. Your next one is, Box Man, I might have. Okay, I unintentionally. No, I didn't scam anybody, but she thought she called me a scammer and I didn't like that. I needed that raccoon rafter sticker. And nobody was trading for it in the app. So I jump over to the Reddit. I'm like, let me see if anybody got one. And this lady had a post up that said, I got 2 of them shits. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, can I get one? And it had been posted in like the last 4-6 minutes. So I was like, maybe she's still in this post. And she had her code in there. So all I had to do is click it to add her, And so I'm just like, I don't even think nothing of it. It's super late. I'm telling you right now, it's like 3 hours after the event, so you know what time in the morning it was. It was like deep into the the night at that point. And so I'm not even thinking about this. And I add her to the game, and I send her a trade with a 4-star. Just like take a 4-star that I have, and because I'm just 44, I'm like, I'm an even star trader. That's what I do. And I'm just like, and I think nothing of it. Then I go to back to the app, and I keep trying to trade for the other sticker. That way, if I need it, I got the other sticker that we had going for a trade if I need to. So I'm just hustling trying to get that one. And finally, it's so stupid. Finally, I'm like, fuck it. Here, you can have a dozen fucking stars. I will trade you 3 extra cards, which I never do because I'm always a 1-to-1 dude. If I can get this damn sticker, somebody agreed, and I was like, cool. Let me go get this sticker. So I add them on Monopoly, and then of course when I do that, it pops me back over to the game, and I open it up, and I see this lady has traded me the sticker, and so I'm like, oh well, fuck it, I don't even need to be bothered with this. So I canceled the trade that I was about to give 12 stickers away from, and I accept the trade. And then the next day, although I did see, I don't know, I think I probably noticed it and just wasn't thinking about it because it was late, or I just didn't care. I see the lady has been hitting me up. It's like, hey, I need that other sticker. She needed the other one. She thought I was trading her that sticker. I didn't even know that was on the menu. I thought, because people in there all the time would be like, if you need it, I'll give it to you all the time in that group. And that's what I was taking it as, that she was just giving me the sticker I needed. Plus, she gave me the sticker.
Yeah, I wouldn't have sent it like in the dark like that. That's a foul on her part.
Correct. And so she like, let me see if it is still there. Because like I said, I went and apologized. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and explained myself just like I'm explaining to you. And I don't know if it's like still in there or did they man, she hit me up a bunch of times, Box. I feel like such an asshole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 posts in this group. And I'm gonna go just to the last one. Well, hold on.
Wait, are you going in like groups in like the trading app or something?
No. Reddit r/Monopoly Go.
Oh, okay.
And so, and she had made a post, and I responded to her. And so it's like, do you have and I didn't see this. Again, I truly did not see this. Do you have a raincoat ready to trade for my extra one? And I did not. And I did not even, like I said, I did not see this at all. I just went and traded like a 4-star that I had. And if so, then that was one message. Next message. If so, exchange in-game name is what her name is. And then she says, got it. Thank you so much. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't see all this until the next day. Like when I wake up the next morning. And then got it, accepted. Thank you so much. Why did she say she accepted and thank you then? Huh. And then she says, did you have an, so that is weird. That one right there already sticks out. Like, what's up with that? And then, did you have an extra raincoat ready? Because that's not, I see the exchange was for. Okay. And maybe I don't know. I do not know. If you don't have raincoat, please try and decline. That's what the trade was supposed to be for. Hello, please send raincoat ready. I sent you another 4-star for the one you sent that was supposed to be raincoat ready. I don't think I saw another trade from her, so I don't know what that is either. This was not supposed to be what you sent me, and now I can't exchange it for raincoat ones that you were supposed to send me. Can you please send it? I understand if you sent the wrong one on accident, but please be true to the exchange that was supposed to be made. Again, I didn't realize that what was supposed to be happening here. Promise you, I did not know that's what was going on. I'm not trying to play this woman. I'm an honorable trader. Box to tell you, I have a real high rate on the trading app. I try to do good by people. And then, do you realize you took my only extra I had to exchange for the one I needed? You gave me the wrong sticker, and now radio silent. So this is on purpose? If so, I guess I was scammed. And I'm just like, I didn't. And eventually, let's see if it's still there. Is it still there? Okay. So I wrote, my apologies. It was late. I asked for the sticker, added you, and did not come back to this post after seeing you had sent me the sticker. I did not realize you wanted the other gold, so I took the trade and went to bed. I don't have notifications on for Reddit, and I am only now seeing what happened. I feel like such an asshole, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what I can do to make it up for this, but let me know, and I will do my best. I have a stellar record in the trading, in trading and trading app, and I would never scam anyone. So please don't think I was trying to play you, as I would never. That was my response. And there appears to be 8 things underneath that. What are the 8 things beneath that? Let's click and see. No, okay, it's just the other one. So I responded in a way, Reddit's lines are weird. Yeah. And even now, I feel so bad. And I'm like, I don't know. I wonder if she's still on my friend list. I should just start sending her stickers and hoping she needs them. Oh my God, Box, I feel so terrible. Because that's not how I move, man. I would never. And I was really thinking, man, I came up a good person, hooked me up, and I got to get them some stars and so forth. And that is not what that was at all. And this poor woman is so mad at me. Yeah, let's see if I see her name in the I'm gonna assume she not unfriended me probably right the moment. It was like, oh no, they're still there. I'm definitely gonna send this lady some stickers. I got to. I simply must. I don't know if it'll make up for it, and if next this next gold situation is popping, I'll try to make sure I do right by her. But yeah, man, I felt extra shitty about that, and I still feel extra shitty about it because I'm just like, oh man, I wasn't trying to play nobody ever, man. Oh, and last but not least, my high school bestie came back in town this week. His pop lives around here, so he was visiting his dad, and so we linked up, went to Red Robin and Independence the other night for dinner. Me and Ness and his dad and his dad's wife. He's too old to be calling his stepmom. He was already grown when they got married, so we ain't gonna call nobody stepmom. And my man's, and we just sat and kicked it and just talked and enjoyed. And just his youngest, well, both are. Well, there you go. His youngest also just started college this year and left off to go to school. So we were kind of comparing notes on what it is to be an empty nester out of the blue and so forth, and just hanging with my man. So it was just dope to see him, and I was glad to have a good little time and kick it with him, and that was nice. And Red Robin really skip you on the French fries here in 2025, even though they are still unlimited. They just don't come through with the stack you would if they hit you what they need. Although I'm gonna be real with you, full as a tick when I left. I got my teriyaki chicken, which is what I always get at Red Robin because I enjoy that flavor profile, and a little basket of fries, and I was straight. Even though the lady came back through and brought me another side, she was like, "I'm Miss Ohio," and she's in the Miss Ohio running, and is about to move to New York with her boyfriend, and blah yakety yakety yak, and just like it was really trying to sell us on buying gift cards for the season and so forth. She really was she's a hell of a waitress, really was a good server, truly,
and she believes in world peace.
But I just was like, baby, I'm not buying no gift cards from you. None of us at this table are. I know that somebody in this restaurant might take this, but that's not how this table operates. Nobody out here is going to be whatever. These people over here are OGs and living off of coupons. And
yeah, we get all our gift cards from the dark web.
Is that a thing? It's got to be a thing, right?
I have never partaken, but I know I have heard of people who have.
I used to go, and I think they changed their name. I used to go to a site called CD Keys to buy my Xbox Live because they always sold it at a player price, like way better price than Xbox was selling it for. So I've gotten some places, but CD Keys is the legit.
Yeah, I mean, like the gift card grind. Like I don't really do it, but I know of like you can run it in the deals where like you go to like Sam's Club and buy like home or like gift cards for various places and then use those gift cards to buy whatever it is you're going to buy. So like you rack up the rewards points on the purchase and you get a bit of a discount because you get like it's like $75 worth of gift cards for like $70, some shit like that. You just grind incremental value.
Yeah. I ain't got that kind of effort.
It's a hustler's game.
Yeah. I don't got that in my heart, and I don't know if people can't coupon like they used to because the stores and the companies that made coupons got hip, so couponing fell right off. You know what I'm saying?
Man, extreme couponing ruined it for everybody.
Hey, Well, yeah, that's a factual statement because people were, if you recall, mailing people, you know what I'm saying, coupons from across like the country. Like these coupons shouldn't be in California. They're only supposed to be over here in Alabama or New England or whatever. And people was getting real. It was like groups on Facebook.
I remember I sold a coupon for something on eBay one time. I don't remember what. I think it was one of those like offers for opening a new bank account or something like that. I think I saw one of those on eBay once.
That's like, what's the flip on that?
I think I sold it for like $25 because it was one of those things where it was like if you open the checking account, you got like $500 or something like that.
Yeah. So
yeah, people just like do that shit.
That's crazy. That coming to mail. I might have to holler at you, man. We can get some things down. Shit, that's wild. Out of nowhere, I was wrapping up, but then as you said that made me think. I got a payment from a Patreon Facebook settlement. Just hit my account. I was like, oh, sick. Apparently, it has something to do with video on Facebook or on Patreon or whatever. This combination of force here. I got like $45.
Damn.
Yeah.
The most I've ever gotten was that one I got like a couple weeks ago for like 30 something.
Yeah. So I was like, what is this for? I don't remember this, but it was if you had Patreon and Facebook and the forces met at the right time and you watch video on one, somebody was selling somebody's information probably is what it comes down to. I was like, oh, that came really quick. Word to Zelle. Hey man, don't sleep on Zelle. And I know it's probably dirty because banks be on wild there, but if you got Zelle, that's the way you should be moving your monies, okay? See your grandma something via Zelle, okay? Not the other way. Because PayPal gonna take it from you, take a little something from you. The Cash App gonna take a little something from you, but Zelle, here you go, baby, that's yours. Although I think I just heard that they're trying to change how much you can transfer in a day. They're trying to lower it, but that's the country we live in at this point. They always trying to get you caught.
PayPal and Cash App are taking money from you?
If you move money instantly via those services, they will take it's like nothing. They'll take a quarter.
Oh yeah, but who the fuck is doing that? Most banks, you send it, it's there the next day anyway. Like that whole like instantly shit is like a fallacy.
Fair. And now you know, and no one has had to battle.
And like PayPal, like you send shit friends and family, and there's no service charge.
I don't move money via PayPal like that, but my mama send money. She can't help her. She's like, I don't think my bank has Zelle. I'm like, your bank definitely got Zelle, but I ain't gonna get into it with you about this shit. She sends money via Cash App, and I'm just like, I can't believe you're using the ghetto.
I have Cash App mostly just because sometimes if my mom needs to send me money for something, which is very rare, or like my dad uses it sometimes. I'm
telling you, it's a parent thing. That's the one they got sold on. It's like, that's it. I'm using this. If I move money to my sister, it's Zelle. They live in the same house.
The problem with my Zelle setup is at one point I had it linked to one bank.
Yeah.
And it's linked now to my primary bank.
Yeah.
So like I can send money from my primary bank out with Zelle, but if I get Zelle payments in, they go to the other bank that I barely use. So it kind of like fucks up my shit a little bit.
Zelle, you weird. Anyway. That's some stuff that's been going on in T's world, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that little bit or whatever. Oh, I guess I will just quickly hip you guys. If you recall, I told you that Spotify had pulled an episode down. Then they pulled last week's episode down. Same reason. They said this music is whatever. And I was working with the people at Upbeat, which is where we license our music from. And Upbeat, when Spotify hit me up to tell me the last week's episode was pulled as well, I copied Upbeat into the email chain, was like, look, it's twice now. I need this taken care of. And they was like, you know what? This girl ain't here right now, but I'm here and I'm going to take it up for you. Here is because Spotify hit me back, was basically like, okay, send me your license. And I'm like, all right, let me hit them up. Be like, all right, here. They say they want this license. Where is that? I go, okay. here is your bill, and you says you paid it. That is proof of licensure because you have paid this bill. And they know what's up, you know what's up, and everybody copied in on this email chain now. And then today I got 3 emails. It was like, you good. Because these songs you are legitimately licensed to have and play these songs. I was like, I fucking know. It's a service we use. Which I got and started using because Spotify was being so shitty about songs and music in their dang applications. So weird. But if you like, say, if I as I told you last week, they're up on for free on the Patreon if you want to listen to them and then couldn't get a hold of them in your part of the world or whatever, that they are available to be listened to on in audio form on the Patreon as well. So you're good to go there. All right, deal. But every week we head to the mean streets of Reddit, dig deep into the subreddit called Am I the Asshole, sometimes great value Am I the Asshole, and we ask, are these people assholes? Let's figure it out. Well, of course, maybe thinking that was that song right there, which is one of the songs that had got us caught up. So I'm glad that Killer by Mountaineers, it can once again be used safely by this podcast in that form. I wonder if they knew that's what I was using for. They'd be like cool with it. Like, sir, you have a segment? You use that as a segment? You use it for an Am I the Asshole segment? I do. Indeed, I do. All right, box, I pulled 3 for you. I think they're all pretty good. Am I the asshole for hijacking a Bible study? I'll tell you, the other one, hold on, is I had to move it over to this side. Am I the asshole for enforcing a no kids talk rule and not offering to plan a baby shower? You gotta dig into that one. And this one, am I the asshole for causing my friend to have an allergic reaction after finding out she been sleeping with my ex-boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend?
Oh man, that one sounds like a movie.
It's a good time to be had there. I'm telling you right now, all 3 of these pretty tasty. So, you have any particular one that you just want to set it off with?
We'll go with the first one, the one I laughed at.
The Bible study. Am I the asshole for hijacking a Bible study? I, 18 female, was hanging out with my boyfriend, 20 male, at his parents' house. His parents happened to be hosting a Bible study at the same time, which we realized when we went into the kitchen for a snack. His mom seemed excited to see me, calling me over and giving me a piece of paper. She said, "OP, it would be fun if you took the quiz too." This quiz in question was a series of questions about Christianity. For background, he was raised Southern Baptist and his family attends one of those mega churches. I was raised Catholic and have attended Catholic school since kindergarten. My boyfriend and I have had many conversations about the teachings we grew up with and what we agree with and what we question. However, as we've been together longer, his parents have hinted that they have some reservations. It's gone as far as his mother asking me which church we plan to raise our hypothetical future kids in. When I didn't give a straight answer, she expressed worry that our future kids wouldn't know the Bible if they were raised Catholic. Needless to say, her giving me a Bible quiz wasn't out of character. To his credit, my boyfriend did cut in and say I didn't have to do it. I admitted that my pride took over a little bit, and I agreed to take the quiz. Well, I nearly aced it. In fact, the only question I missed was something that is different in Protestant versus Catholic doctrine. I started to explain that, but they cut me off and segued to an explanation of the teachings to the Bible study teens. This is where my boyfriend and his family think I'm the asshole. When they were done with their explanation, I pointed out the question was too vague, as there could be multiple possible answers depending on which denomination/religion someone was raised in. My answer was based on my beliefs. One of the Bible study kids asked me if I could explain my answer. I gave a short and sweet explanation, but they had follow-up questions. I was very careful to keep answers as factual and neutral as possible. His parents tried to interject some of the answers with common misconceptions, which I corrected as gently as possible. To be honest, if it weren't for my boyfriend's parents shooting daggers my way the whole time, I'd say it was a very nice conversation. When we returned upstairs, my boyfriend was very quiet and cold toward me. His argument is that I hijacked the class by sticking around to fulfill my need to always be right. He says I insulted the quiz his parents wrote in front of the kids and then took over the lesson. I argued they were the ones to insert me into their lesson in the first place, and the kids asking questions was the only reason I yapped for that long. Later that night, he texted me his parents felt I was disrespectful and overstepped. My boyfriend has come around to the fact that his parents kind of dug their own grave on this one, but he still thinks I should apologize. Am I the asshole? There are some edits here, but taking just that box, come on.
No, because you answered the questions to the best of your ability and gave your perspective. It's not like you told someone else that they were wrong. You just answered how you saw it, which was what you were asked to do.
Correct. Edit, wording for clarity, I meant Protestant versus Catholic, not Christian. Edit 2, since a lot of people were asking, the quiz was about confession. Edit 3, wow, appreciate all the input. I felt ready to face the conversation and met with boyfriend this morning to game plan dinner with them. Found out his parents calmed down and admitted they were overreacting. They also wanted to apologize. Some other shit also came to light. In the interest of not breaking Rule 8, I won't go into detail, but let's just say reconciling with his parents won't be necessary after all.
That was Rule 8.
I don't know what Rule 8 is. Rule 8 is, okay, Rule 8 of Emma the Asshole says, no partings, it said, I'm telling you what Rule 8 is. No partings / relationships / sex / reproductive autonomy post. So maybe something about abortions or the like. Can't call it. That's what that says right there. That's what Rule 8 is.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Of course, me and Box agree this person's not an asshole. Reddit has signed off on that as well, says not the asshole. I would like to find somebody who says you're the asshole. So let's do a quick Control F. You're the asshole. And see if we find one. We have not. We will not, in fact. So that is not going to pop up because no one thinks this person is an asshole for answering a quiz that their boyfriend's mama gave them. Man, I really wish I knew what the rest of this was. Like, I want to know the grits, the gets downs. Did you have grits at Golden Corral?
Not that I saw.
All right.
That should be an Am I the Asshole post. Am I the asshole for putting jelly in my grits?
In my grits. I'm scrolling through to see if she has any other posts or discussions about this. And she doesn't. So, hey.
I thought it was funny that I saw the casada cake thing on the menu at that restaurant after you and I had talked about it.
I just like that worked out. You want to do this allergic reaction one?
Sure.
All right. So the way this post worked out is this was posted on Great Value of an Asshole, but they deleted it. So somebody else captured it and put it on Reddit on Wiki, which is where if you click the link that we in the show notes, that's where this will take you to. But it is a copy of the original post. And the original post goes, am I the asshole for causing my friend to have an allergic reaction after finding out she's been sleeping with my boyfriend? Original post was deleted, but someone got the body into a comment. In case this gets deleted, removed, I'm not a bot and I'm not the original author. Okay. Am I the asshole for, you know what it is. Throw away and change names, even though people I know would probably recognize this story. I, 24 female, have been with my boyfriend John, 23 male, for a little over a year. We met after a close friend, let's call her Isabel, 23 female, introduced him to our friend group. And things developed quickly between John and me, while Isabel and John remained close. This was no problem to me at the time, as I always viewed their relationship as purely platonic. But as it turns out, I was very wrong. Suspicious of their suspicions of their affair started after I noticed John mentioning Isabel more often than usual, and them exchanging looks and giggling whenever we hung out together. When I mentioned it, John would reassure me it's just an insider. That's what it says. An insider, and me knowing would ruin the fun of it. Okay. Also, John would also often unprompted offer that Isabel can stay at our apartment. We have a guest room after long nights out with Isabel, fortunately always declining. This started about a month ago. A short while later, John started staying late for work, stating that he wants to accumulate overtime so we can spend more time around the holidays together. I know John hates working later than required, as he already comes home stressed out and tired from his normal shift. To prove my suspicions, I came up with a plan. Everybody in our friend group knows that Isabel has a slight peanut allergy. We have seen her allergic reactions, and they're definitely not fun, but they also aren't life-threatening, facial swelling and redness. So last week, while grocery shopping, I bought some peanut butter under the pretense that I want to try out a recipe I saw on TikTok. 2 days ago, John and I got up in the morning, and during breakfast, he exclaimed that he would be working late again. This is when I took the peanut butter out of the cupboard and ate 2 slices of toast with a lot of peanut butter. Before he left, I offered to perform oral sex on him, explaining it with only seeing him very late in the evening and not being able to wait until he's back. He happily agreed, even though this caused him to be late and cost him some of his hard-earned overtime. And I went down on him before he went to work.
Man, one for the road.
This is when the fallout happens. Later that evening, the group chat is informed by John that Isabel has been hospitalized. She was released the same day. And John is bombarding my phone with messages and calls accusing me of poisoning Isabel on purpose. Since I never eat peanut butter or blow him in the morning, he must have put 2 and 2 together. And that I could have killed her for something I should have talked to him about. I don't feel like this is something I need to be mature about and talk it out. And since Isabel and I have been close since elementary school, she betrayed my trust even more than John did. She deserved most of the revenge. Isabel probably talked to our mutuals about it since I've been kicked out of the group chat and nobody's responding to my text. So am I the asshole? Edit. She assured us on multiple occasions that Peanuts can't come close to killing her, and I don't know why she went to the hospital this time. Usually she just waits it out.
See, I'm glad that there was that edit, because I was about to say, like, isn't that technically like attempted murder? This is definitely like a fucking cop show type of storyline.
Yeah, I would definitely put that on Law and Order. Boom, boom. Oh man, here's some of the comments in this. Remember, this is a repost of it, so these comments are not, from the Am I the Asshole group. But it's like this person's like, is it possible for peanut butter to, pardon my language, linger on the knob that long? Jesus, dude, wash that thing before you stick it places. It shouldn't be. That's real. That's what I was thinking. Like, he just tucks his jizz covered wiener in his pants and trots off to work all hunky dory. Ick. And then somebody beneath there responds, peanut butter jizz covered wiener. God damn. This would be a great band name. Seems like they all seen them live at Lola 26. That's an ideal for a food truck. Nah, that reaction was below the belt. Okay, then they really start going on. She got some peanut butter with that jelly. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
I think it's a clever way to try and figure out if your hunch is right or not.
Yeah. I don't think you're an asshole, because what did you do? You blew your man.
Yeah. How are you to know that he was 100% cheating and gonna cheat that same day?
Also, I think she probably went to the hospital, because let's assume he put that peanut butter jizz covered wiener in her lady parts, not in her mouth. And so it might have been a reaction that was like, oh, I got to go to the hospital because this reaction is problematic. That's probably why she went to the hospital this time, as opposed to normal times where she would wait it out because an inflamed vagina, a peanut inflamed vagina, probably not a good time.
I always find it funny, too, how the people that are doing the low down shit are like the quickest ones to like, how could you?
You motherfucker. How could I? This is how. Get the fuck out of here with that old nonsense. The no enforcing no kids baby shower situation we'll talk about maybe next week. You know what I'm saying? It's saved in my save file. Worry not about that. So that is your Amber the Asshole for the week. Hope you enjoyed them. Always, hey, consider if you know an Amber the Asshole, or if you have a question, or if you're concerned if you are the asshole, feel free to hit us up. Let us know, man. We will definitely judge you for judging's sake. But let's start putting it out the pasture box. Tell me, good sir, your entertainment of the week. Listener, if you're still with us, or viewer, if you're still with us, this is when we talk about what we watched, okay?
Well, it was not Predator Badlands. That has not happened yet.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah. If I would have known you would have been here, I would have put more of an effort into doing that.
Hey.
So let's see. I watched basketball. I watched. I went somewhere where you saw I was at where the Casada cake was at.
Mm-hmm.
I went there with some people to watch the Oregon game. Not that I really cared about the game, but I was watching it. That was the reason for the visit.
Oregon played. Who did they play?
Iowa.
Okay. Yeah, and that game ended up being relatively close, right? There was a field goal win.
Yeah, it went down to the wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched NFL football on Sunday. Monday, I had bowling. Tuesday, I just hung around. Don't even remember. I watched a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, to summarize it all, it's been sports, and then I've been watching Elementary still. I'm on the last season. I've got like 6 episodes left, and then I'm done with the show. Then I'm going to have to move on to binge watching something else.
All right. Elementary. As for me, the Great British Bake Off finale, as you know, I told you I think I watched that last week. I did, but I got to watch the Extra Slice, which is their little Talking Dead style show that they do that comes out the Friday of the week. So I got to watch that and got to see all the bakers come back and talk and have a good time. And that was a real fun episode, and it was good seeing all the bakers back together, and it was good seeing Nadia. We'll just leave it at that. I also watch because so again, a movie pops up on TikTok, and I'm like, oh shit, I remember that movie. Let me go watch that. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. And that movie is Long Shot. Seth Rogen and why can I not think of her name?
Oh, that's the one where he's like a reporter and he's kind of like a douchebag with his political views to everybody.
I mean, I don't think that. I truly don't think that at all. But I'm trying to remember.
I remember there was the scene with Cuba Gooding Jr.'s kid.
No, that's Ice Cube's kid.
That's what I meant. Ice Cube. Yeah. Sorry. Wrong black actor. But yeah, like the scene where he like confesses to Seth Rogen that he's been Republican the whole time, and they just didn't want to tell him.
The fact that they do not have the main actress, Charlize Theron. If you go search Long Shot on what's called right now on Google right now, Charlize Theron is not listed in the top actors of this movie. Academy Award winner Charlize Theron. Yeah, I mean, y'all is wild. She's not in the top actors of this movie at all. Maybe she's got herself blocked on.
Are her and Seth Rogen the main characters?
Yes.
Like I remember, I've seen the movie. I'm just like that was a rhetorical question. I'm like, the movie's about them.
Yeah, yeah. Seth is a reporter. She used to babysit for when he was far too old to have a babysitter, but he explains that, and it's because his parents are weird. And she has gone on in life to become the Secretary of State. And the president tells her, "Hey, I'm not going to run. I'm going to go back to acting," because he was an actor at first, and then got into the White House, and he's like, "I'm going back to acting. I'm trying to make the leap from TV to movies." It's hilarious. And
oh, that reminds me. I watched that John Cena Idris Elba movie a few weeks back.
You told me, and I keep thinking I need it. It's on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get down with that shit, man, because I felt like that'd be a fun time. But yeah, that's a fun movie, and really made me laugh is when I go to put it on, right, they're like leaving soon, so that's leaving Netflix November 30th. It'll probably move over to somebody else's service. You know how these things happen.
Oh, it's on Netflix. I watched it on Prime.
Long Shot.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the Idris Elba John Cena.
No. I'm talking about Long Shot. And I watched it on Netflix the other day while I was working. I just played it on my phone, so I actually didn't even watch it on the TV. I have a movie lined up to watch. Another movie popped up on TikTok, and I'm going to watch it. And it's called The Wedding Year. And Box, I swear to you, it seems beat for beat, bar for bar, like that other movie I just told you I watched a couple weeks back, where the Indian couple went to a bunch of weddings. Mm-hmm. This is what seems to be the Everybody Hates Chris and Sarah Hyland. I don't know what are you, Sarah Hyland?
She was from Modern Family.
Okay, well, them two are in a movie together where they go to a bunch of weddings together as well. So that is that it's on my list to watch. You know, rom-coms. You know how I get down. Can't even help myself. So that's what I've been watching. What I've been playing is still Ghost of Yotei. And I played a little bit more Fortnite, but I've not really got into Fortnite like I need to get into Fortnite, but I had a good time with it. And I came in second a couple of times. So I'm halfway decent at Fortnite. I really am. It's just because I hide. You know, people be out there going to find the fight, and I just go and tuck myself away somewhere and can just make it through the circles and go run and hang out in bushes or in roofs and stuff like that and make it to the end. I am reading. I read quickly, went right through it. It's a book I loved back in the day, and I went through it again this week, and that is The Big Over Easy. It's by Jasper Ford. It's one of two books he has in his nursery crime division series of books. And imagine, if you will, a world where nursery rhymes characters are alive and well and doing and living their life. And in this case, Humpty Dumpty died, and they have to figure out how that happened and solve the crime. And it's just a good time, and I enjoyed that book all over again. And then because I was like, let me go just listen to something I have already. I went and restarted Odd Jobs, which is by Heidi Good and Ian Grant. And I'm just on the first book of that series, and that's I think it's like a 5-book series. And it's a weird series where basically these godlike aliens have come to Earth already, and this division is meant to try to keep them secret for now, interact with them, and then kind of start helping the world get used to the idea that these godlike beings are coming and going to kill everybody on the planet. So it's hilarious though. It's so funny, super, super British, but it's super fun and funny. And I'd highly recommend, if you have not, to give the Odd Jobs series of books a go, because they're very funny and sci-fi and also kind of horror. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, beastly, scary monsters and shit like that there. But good time to be had there. And I listened to this most recent episode of Hyperfixed. The only reason I'm telling you to check it out is because what ends up happening is Claire Saffitz, of the formerly of the Bon Appetit kitchen, ends up being on a big part of the episode and helps Alex solve the problem. What I find fascinating about that is, if you know, Alex's old podcast, Reply All, fell apart because of a story they were doing about the BA test kitchen. And it's funny that somebody who used to work in that kitchen and left that kitchen under all the bullshit that went down with it is now on his new podcast helping him solve a mystery and a story. And I thought that was super fun, ironic, and a very, very good listen. It's Hyperfix. Go get it wherever you get podcasts at. It's very much worth your listen. But that's how I've been moving, y'all. I mean, I watch YouTube, and a lot of it. And so I've been watching people recap Nobody Wants This, and I watched somebody recap season 2 of Shrinking and so forth. Shrinking comes back in January. I need to get on to...
Shrinking's coming back for season 3. I haven't even seen season 2.
Yeah, Shrinking. I just got to come to your house and sign you back in. My apologies, kind sir. But yeah, that's coming back for season 3 here, and Loot is already back and going on Apple TV. I need to get on that. But there's another show that is on there now that everybody is talking about. Pluribus, something like that. Let's see if that's the name of that show. Yeah, Pluribus, but it's a 1 where that would be an I. And it's the guy who made Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan. And everybody's talking about how dope this movie, how dope this show is, and so I'm going to definitely give it a watch and see if I bangs with it, But I have yet to. So if you have and you think it's dope, hey, reach out, let us know. But you know the deal. If you would be so inclined, please tune in every Thursday, as that's normally when we start recording. It's also when we post the show. Around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time in the spring. You can typically join us in the chat on Twitch and or YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, and comment and all that good things. The thumbs up, the thing, the bell, all of that. I keep hearing about a hype button on YouTube, but I've yet to see it. So maybe you got to have some kind of something, but hey, it's there. Also, we did, remember last week, I said we were hoping to pass the 150 subscribers mark. We have done that, much success. And we've managed to pull a subscriber every day this week. So we got a few more extra, and I'm very happy about that.
One step closer to that nickel.
There you go. You know what it is. If you're on Spotify or Apple, hit us with them 5 stars. Just help spread the good word of what we're doing over here. If you want to support the show financially and have a few bucks to toss away, consider joining us over on Patreon. We're members at the $5 tier, and sometimes at the $1 tier if I'm feeling, gracious. Get some extra content and early access to shows. I filmed a video of me taste testing the Baja Blast 5, and I think I did a darn fine job editing it. And so if you want to check that out, well, you got to put in on this because it's on Patreon. And that's just how that has to move. So, you know what I'm saying? We got merch. tpublic.com/user Stays Crunchy Milk, all one word, Crunchy being spelled with a K. It's kind of the season. So gifts. We'll get somebody a dope sweatshirt with our logo on it. And we have a bunch of logos up there. You know what I'm saying? All the shows have a shirt. I'm wearing a Podcast shirt right now. So it gets down with the get down on that, y'all. If you want to, feel free to give us a call, 216-264-6311. That's 216-264-6311. We'd certainly love to hear from you. We just, like I said, we finished up Great British Competition. It's a Great British Bake Off podcast this week. We got Ant back on deck to help us out with that one. So it's Ant, Nick, Jew, and I. But we also have a special guest. If you've ever listened to that show, we have a guy that's been writing us since we did the Big Brunch, which was a show on HBO Max, and his name is Frank. And Frank always writes into the show, always, and shows us love and talks about stuff, sends us articles for the show and so forth. And we, as we were going through this series, this most recent series of Bake Off, Nick was like, we got to get him on the show. And we did just that. We got him on for the finale, and it was a great time to be had. That video will be up tomorrow if you're watching this live, and it'll be up whenever. It's already up if you're listening to this next week. So I hope you get down with that. I'm talking about maybe trying to get this get our the Bear recap show up and running again, but it's so involved, y'all. That's one of the shows where I got to put a lot of work in, more work than I'm kind of willing to do at this point. But I'll see, because I really like that show, and I have not watched the most recent 2 seasons of that show because I wanted to do the recap before I jump into seasons 3 and 4. But we'll see how that all plays out. Box, before we head out here, what's the score on this Patriots Jets game?
21-14 New England.
Okay, very good. If we'll see how that goes. Okay, I don't gamble. I'm no Manuel Clase, so man, we should talk about that. That was crazy. We talked about baseball, and we didn't talk about the shittiness of our pitchers gambling or I guess fucking up prop bets or taking prop bets. I don't know. It was bad. It's bad, y'all. If it's true. But then the one dude swinging at it kind of gives us a fucking he swung at it. Is that a ball? If he swung at it, no, it's straight. Kind of don't count, right? It's just me though. That's just me though.
Could you imagine if it was like a situation where like you could bet on the batter to get a strike or the pitcher to get a ball, and they both have insider shit going on, so the batter's gonna swing it at it no matter where it's thrown? I
love that. I gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of prop bets. I don't think you should. I feel like bet should be win or lose or your line. That's about the extent I think bet should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to be the point scored? Because, who knows about that? I mean, I guess whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But then we've had point shaving scandals before too, so that shit does happen. But I just don't feel like we should be gambling on the color of goddamn Gatorade. It's unnecessary. It's a weird addition to have. But
man, can you imagine if you knew the training staff and they could tell you ahead of time what color it was going to be?
Gamblers is wildly degenerate motherfuckers sometimes, man.
I've seen like people that like try to listen to the sounds check for like the national anthem to get a sense of how long it's going to be before the Super Bowl.
Degenerates. Because they want to gamble, but they want to cheat.
Yeah. I'd cheat at gambling if I could. If you could tell me who was going to win the game with absolute certainty and that I could win money by betting that result, I would.
If you had the almanac like this.
I dream about that every day. You think I want to do this job every day for the rest of my life? Fuck no. Easy outs.
Fair. May we one day play and win the lotto in a way that is like leave job winning money. You know what I'm saying? Not just, okay, I'm straight. I'm talking, it's nothing but this. It's nothing but seeing the world after this. You know what I'm saying? That kind of bread. Because that's what's up. I'm saying, if I ever got it, you got it. And I hope if you get it, I got something. But that's just what I hope. And like I said, that's just what it is, people, to dream of winning money. Anyway, our mission man is 216 song. Tatum 216. Always show him some love. Like I said, I got him. I managed to coax him into getting doing the show in a different location in his house the other night. It worked out well. So if he is comfortable and wants to do that more often, then maybe we'll start doing that. I won't force the issue. It's Lila, right?
Yeah, that one's Lila.
Yeah. It's the tortie shell, who's just, I don't know what she hunting for. I'm just gonna sit back here until you give me my attention, father. Nick Juice kept me wilding like that when we record too. Just be like, I'm here. Respect me.
She, like, when she hops up there, she doesn't really move and then she just goes down. She likes heights, but she doesn't like feeling unsecure in the heights. Yeah. So I think, like, if I built like a thing where like it was like a cat tree that could go all the way to the ceiling, and it had like perfect like shelves for her to go up and down, she would be all about that. But if she's got like wobbliness, she's like, oh no, this is too unsafe. I gotta get out of here.
I respect that in her.
Like the arcade cabinet over here. Yeah. Whenever I get up to go to the bathroom on the other side of the room, she runs over to this chair that I have in front of it. She hops up on the chair. Then she hops up on the keypad, like the button pad on the thing. Then she walks over to my speaker system. Then she walks on top of the cabinet.
Like, I'm gonna make this happen. Just bridging herself higher and higher. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cat tree cat if ever there were one. So, do you ever got the tree in the upstairs? I thought y'all had a tree in the living room.
There is one up there, but like
not for her liking.
She goes on it, but I'm just saying it's like if I had like a big one, like a big one with multiple like things, and I imagine she'd be all about that.
Fair enough. That is the Cat Daddy Lunchbox 2099.
Wow.
You know what it is. I am the internet's Taro 713. Please don't make me push you into traffic. We'll do this again next time. Until then, peace.
What happened to your ass? It used to be beautiful.
Stays crunchy and milk.